Bully, bully, bop. So, I'm going to show you and tell you what they won't show you and won't tell you. But the clue is in the title, as per usual. Why copying successful people can be dangerous. Okay? Yeah, BBC real. There's nothing real about the BBC. Them trying to reel you in, of course. So this is why copying successful people is dangerous. They mean you copying them. What it really is them copying them, okay? Because they always come out wrong. Alright? They're always deformed. If it's not physically in some way, then it's mentally in some way. Because they have no understanding of what the heart is, what the mind is, what the consciousness is, which essentially is what the soul is. Back on.
We love successful people.
Right, so straight away, neuro-linguistic program, they're telling you, it's a fact statement, we love successful people. So you do, I do, everyone does. We don't, do we? I don't. I don't hate them either. I don't hate anyone. But you love successful people. How does that statement even make sense if it was a statement? You don't know them, do you? Why would you love them? Well, what about success is lovable in another person?
And we love trying to learn from and
Right, so every single person they show you here is part of the system. Every single one of them is a wilted, gilted, dead dandelion. Ready?
copy them
Steady, go.
to try and understand the qualities that fueled their success.
Yeah? Every single one of them is an elite, and every single one of them is under MK Ultra. Let's show you one more time. Okay, so Michelle Obama, Michael Obama, as I'm sure you all realise. Okay, which
From and copy them.
Einstein was put on. Nelson Mandela was put on.
To try and
Numerous videos of his MK Ultra breakdowns. He's another one that's put on a lot. So Z, I shouldn't even
understand the
need to tell
quality.
you. And Ariana Grande also. Yeah, we all know how he cheated, all this shit. Caitlyn Jenner, oh, you know what? I can't even be bothered. I don't do actors and actresses and all that because they are all part of the act. All right, we've got more pressing issues to address. Okay, but you get the point.
That fueled their success. Steve Jobs, for example. Many of his biographers
Straight away, so he's holding up the magic wand symbolism here. Okay, that's what that is. You bend all your knuckles and you make them sort of zigzag each other with your thumb sticking up at the end. You put it to your chin. Okay, because at the end of the wand, well, that's where the muzzle flare would come from, if you will. Yeah, which is the brain, the idea. You understand? Okay, the spark.
highlight his passionate temper.
Yeah. Need I say more? Need they show more? I mean, come on, Rush. Just come on now.
As being one of the factors in Apple's success. Or take Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg.
Take two more fucking shills who've done nothing but divide the masses with their deception. Both agents, equally. Yeah. These are Saturnalian, by the way, whenever you see these hats. Okay? The black attire with the cube. This stands for the ring.
Neither of whom finished university, a fact that has attracted a lot of admiration in the media. But trying to learn from and copy the success.
See what they've done there? See, they've sold the fact that they never finished university, and therefore, you know, it shows to you and I that you can still become a a millionaire, you know, and you can get somewhere without going through all the education on paper, right? But what that's actually done, because that's all bullshit, okay? They probably didn't get through university. They didn't need to because they're agents, okay? But what's happened by them saying that, okay, the psyop there, the psychological operation is that you now don't you don't go to university, right? You don't need to. You actually don't need to, but on paper you do, unfortunately, because of the way that this matrix is set up. But now you won't do it because you feel you can do it on your own accord, right, without going. And then you fail and you can't do fuck all because you believed in this shit, right? You see what they've done there?
Can be
Naughty.
dangerous, and it comes down to something called survivorship bias. One of the most
Survivor. What did I tell you? Survival of the fittest. It's a Saturnian mindset.
famous examples of survivorship bias in action was during World War II, when a statistician named Abraham Wald was asked to study how best to
Abrahamic. Jehovah. Yahweh, El, Saturn, Satan.
protect airplanes from being shot down. At first, the approach of his research group had been to look at the planes coming back, see where they were hit the worst, and then reinforce those areas.
Okay, all this is the crucifix, okay, being used by the Masons. Okay, hence the royal purple.
Wald, however, realised this approach missed a valuable part of the picture: the planes that were hit, but that hadn't made it back. The planes
See, and then you've got death, you've got the Grim Reaper, you've got the one that killed Christ. So it is. See, look, this would be where the heart is. This is where the glass has been shattered. Understand? You're looking through it. Oh, it is. Non-survivor. Get it? So they fucking killed him. They murdered him.
missed the valuable part of the picture: the planes that were hit, but that hadn't made it back.
That's what killed him. That's what murdered him.
The planes they were looking at were just the survivors. The bullet holes they were looking at actually indicated the areas a plane could be hit and keep flying.
Yeah. That's it. See? The machine mother, the AI, Satan, however you want to perceive it, demiurge, divine feminine, the grim reaper, Chronos. This is it. Okay? The seal of Saturn over the heart chakra. The cubed cross. Get it?
These were exactly the areas that didn't need reinforcing.
They've
In
even
other
given
words,
you the halo, and you think I'm reaching. Consider the fact that a propeller spins, right? In rings, right? Like a halo, right?
if you don't want to be misled by survivorship bias, you
If you
have
don't want
to
to be
look
misled by these cunts, remember that they have been.
at the whole picture. Survivorship bias can turn up in lots of places. A Jim will share examples of people who have successfully
Okay, I told you about the train decryption, okay? It's just levels. It's all about levels, right? From station to station, destination to destination. Okay? So have a cartoon Freemason picking one up. That's all that is. I achieved this in 3 weeks. Three. Saturn. See?
change their body shape in a short amount of time, but won't discuss all the other people who gave up along the way. Or a 40-year-old car that's still running will have people saying they don't make them like they used to, ignoring all the other cars from that period that broke down and had to be scrapped.
Okay, so the numbers here, look carefully, you will see. Drop the zeros, you've got a 5, you've got a 4. Okay, so there's your 9, right? Which is not only paedophilic, but it's the feminine, it's the dragon. It's also on the red. Okay, of course it would be the red car, yeah? Red is the mother, the Scarlet Woman, the Queen is a whore. Okay? Red and blue for your dividing colours.
Even in science, there's currently a worry about how journals prefer to publish studies with significant results, with studies that fizzled out or showed insignificant results left unpublished. The result in all these examples is a skewed picture of the world. And it's the same with the examples we were looking at earlier.
So this is why I say the upside down triangle. They use it to describe the heart chakra because it's what you feel, and they associate emotion to the feminine. Okay, that's why I have it on my logo.
with studies that
You see.
currently a worry about from that
But it's
period.
about how you use these things, not that they're used. They don't make them like they used to. Okay, they make them how they want to use them, not how they were first used. Understand?
That broke down and had to be studies with the result in all these examples is a skewed picture of the world.
See, right over the heart. That's the heart chakra.
And it's the same with the examples we were looking at earlier. If you
I only have two for the duality of it, the good and the evil of the heart, the soul. Understand?
only look at people like Gates and Zuckerberg when it comes to higher education, you're ignoring
Okay. And they show the hive mind.
all the other people that didn't go to university. And the data, if you
And the grid in which the hive mind is trapped in.
include them, show that average earnings for this group are lower. While you don't have to finish university to earn a lot, if you look at the whole picture, it's clear it does help. And what about those entrepreneurs with the temper that didn't succeed? It's the same with all the remarkable.
Fuck me. Again, hive minds, yeah. So his mind is on fire, therefore the rest of their minds are on fire. Get it?
Qualities successful people tend to talk about, without looking at all the others who took big risks or had the courage to.
This is truth and pain. Like they usually give you, as I say, it's usually 10 truths and one lie. Sorry, 9 truths and one lie. But what they usually do with the BBC for some reason, they give you 9 lies and one truth. Okay? Which I guess is numerology code in itself. But I take big risks. They've all taken a big risk because they sold their fucking souls. Okay, they can't get them back. The way of the Virgin is Mary. Mary is the mother is the AI. Okay, so that's all true. They did ignore conventional advice. It was more divine interventional advice, but nonetheless, they wanted to be number one. They wanted to be the best. They wanted to be Mr. Successful. Why I'm so great? They're not, are they? The fact they had to take this risk and ignore this advice to become successful shows they had no talent, no experience, and they just lost dandelions.
To ignore conventional advice. We don't know if these qualities help, or, another option, they're irrelevant, and the success of the people you're looking at is the result of other factors, or just dumb luck. In his 2012 book, Michael Mabison
They say luck, and then they show you the horseshoe. Understand? It's there for anyone to see, guys.
describes a man inspired by a succession of dreams to believe he'd win the Spanish lottery if he could purchase a ticket number whose last 2 digits were 48. After getting hold of such a ticket, amazingly,
8, 4, 12, 3. Okay, Saturn.
turned out to be a winner. Later, when an
And then, of course, as we know, Saturn is all about the anus. Okay, the black hole sun, which is why they show
after
you
getting
the
hold of
anus.
such, he could purchase
Ready?
amazingly turned out to be a winner.
Yeah, you're obsessed.
8. After getting hold of such a ticket, amazingly turned out to be a winner.
Understand? No, it's gross, but it is what it is. I'm telling you. And here's your rings for Saturn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you following me now? Orange for 33.
Later, when an interviewer asked why he'd picked that number, he said, "I dreamed of the number 7 for 7 straight nights.
7's a cycle. Carry on. Fuck me. 7, 7, 14. Add 4 and 1. 5 for death once again, which is Saturn, Satan.
And 7 times 7 is 48.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
It's all the same shit from a different toilet, guys. You understand?
success can be helped by a temper. Maybe a lack of higher education can give you an advantage. Maybe innumerate dreaming can make you rich. But until you consider the whole picture, you might want to think twice before trying to learn from the successful.
There you have it. Another psychological operation being very poorly placed and put into place by the BBC, the most inferior broadcast station in the world.